So yes, I know I'm a very lucky guy. My wife cuts my hair. Very lucky guy. So I'm kind of liking my hair long. So Elcie's just going to trim the very tips of everything at the top and the sides. And then she's going to just cut a little bit off at the back and taper it off. That way I'll still have a slightly longish hairstyle, but looks a little bit more taken care of. Elci, is there something you're not good at? You cut hair, you're an amazing seamstress, you know, you're a great cook, you're a great gardener. I won the lottery. I won the lottery. And you know, while Elci cuts my hair, I'm actually watching a fishing show from a guy in Australia. I'm trying to pick up tips on how to go surf fishing. Talking about surf fishing, I've got all the tools, but I haven't gone surf fishing. I'm just waiting for inspiration to sink in. One of these days. Right, Elci?
I hope so.
I'm waiting for the fish to just come crawling into our house. That would be perfect. I don't need to go nowhere. One of these days, one of these days. It's just a rainy season now. It's been raining a lot and it's no fun going standing in the rain and the ocean is all gray and you know, it's not like the blue water that you see behind me on TV. That guy's in Australia. So he must have filmed that during the summertime at some point. But I'll see, I look like a girl with ponytails.
You do.
Holy moly!
No worries, because I need to cut in layers.
No, this is actually a look in the United States. There are people actually my age walking around like this with ponytails,
Yeah.
calling themselves girls. You know, most of the time Bella sleeps on the floor, but for some reason one of these days she jumped on top of this box and she started to love hanging out there. Maybe it's a new viewpoint for her, but she loves sleeping in front of the TV on top of this box. So after 3 or 4 days of waiting, we're back again because the doctor that treats these kind of insect bites is only here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We came on Monday and we were planning to come back on Tuesday, but Elci decided to wait a little bit, and so here we are on Thursday at 1 o'clock to see the doctor, and hopefully he'll be able to diagnose her insect bite and give her the proper treatment for it. So after exactly 2 hours of waiting, Elci finally got called into the doctor's office right there. And hopefully this appointment will be good for her because her wound will be addressed. Maybe she's got to take some more antibiotics and the situation will be something that we don't need to worry about anymore. But just wanted to make a point that free healthcare is great, but we had to wait 2 hours just to get in to see the doctor. So what did the doctor say?
He says by the wound, it looks like leishmaniosity, but he needs to wait 3 months. If doesn't go away, then he will give me the prescription because the medicine is so aggressive that will make my heart beat fast and I will have a lot of tough symptoms.
So not long ago, this was the room that we added to the back of our house. And the reason we had this room built was because Elci wanted to bring the clothes washing machine out into a bigger environment that would make it a lot easier for her to do the laundry, iron clothes, fold clothes, put them up to dry on a clothesline, etc., etc. You see here, we don't even have a dryer. We use a clothesline to hang all our clothes because being in a tropical environment, everything dries just with the environment around us, sun or not.
One of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. Ooh, we are dreamers of the shore.
So I think we have ratos inside.
You mean like rats?
Ratos, yes.
How do you know?
Because this sabão was beaten here. Like, I saw the mark of the tooth. I already washed, but we had to put some food for them.
Yeah, no, we have rat poison inside, right? Okay. We just have to make sure it's high above to where Bella can't get full hold of it. So check this out. This is a really big rat trap, one of these spring-loaded mechanism types. Look at my hand and look at the size of this guy. It's for large rats. And we'll set this out with cheese or peanut butter or something like that, and that should take care of business as to whoever the culprit is coming into our storage room to nibble at various things, including wires and soaps and what have you.
Dreamers of the shore, when we can't read the sky, we just sail with the wind that we've got. And when we're drowning in doubt, just keep on believing. We are dreamers of the
So slowly but surely, we're making small improvements to our little beach bungalow. One of the things that we've always wanted to do is have a system to capture all the rainwater that falls here abundantly, especially during the rainy season. It's a shame for all that water to be wasted in the yard and not be collected. So we purchased 2 large barrels. And today somebody came by that we met at a nearby place that we go and have breakfast on a regular basis, and he was working nearby, and we got his name and number from his t-shirt, and he just left, and he's measured our roof on each side of the house. It's roughly 30 meters, 15 meters on each side, and he's going to work up an estimate and text us the information. And I think, based upon the conversation that I had with him, his numbers seem to align with what we were expecting to pay, and he said he can buy the materials if we give him a deposit up front, and then he can have it done within a week after that. So God willing, all things working out within a couple of weeks. The rainy season has just begun, so God willing, within a couple of weeks we'll have the system installed and we'll be able to start capturing rainwater in our barrels, so that if there's ever an emergency where the power goes off and we don't have any way of pumping the water from our well into our tanks, we will always have fresh drinking rainwater in our compound. And we're also going to add a sort of a filtration system on it, not like you would expect, say, in the United States or Canada or Europe, that's powered by energy. No, I'm just talking about something very basic. What I'm talking about is a net, like a mosquito net, very, very thin. That's going to cover the area before the water enters the catchment tubs. So there's no chance of frogs or leaves or sticks or bugs or whatever else going into the water, which if we ever want to drink, we can just open the tap, drink it, or perhaps boil it before drinking it. Bottom line is we'll have fresh water that we can do anything with that has come from the heavens above without having to pay for it. That's called simple living in rural, coastal Bahia, Brazil.
We can find at the store something like this to buy ready-made to put in your machine, but they are made in China, right? It's like thick, thin material, fragile. In few time it's gonna be trash and you have to buy another one. So this is really thick, and I put pieces of fabric that doesn't get that resists the weight, right? And they will gonna stay for a long time there. I don't need to bother to be buying it again and again and again and again. Okay, so now nobody's gonna mess with my machine. I'm happy. This is to be able to stand in here when I open. Otherwise it's gonna fall.
Touch, sugar sweet. Baby, you give me a big flavor, and I just wanna taste you. Keep rushing through my veins now.
Okay.
You're so sweet, so sweet. You give me a big flavor.
That looks like Ben & Jerry's Cherry Garcia.
Keep rushing through my veins now. So sweet, so sweet. So sweet, so sweet. Ice cream, ice cream.